How's it going, folks? Another video for you. I just saw the updates coming from Ukraine yesterday that the North Koreans are in there. So North Korea, they were giving arms to the Russians before. Now they're sending troops and what looks like to me like live combat operations. Actually having their soldiers from different armies working together. People might not think, some might think it's not really a big deal. Some have said that Western troops fighting on the NATO side, quote unquote, for Ukraine would be an equal on the other side. It's not such a big deal. But it is quite alarming because there's a new alliance forming between China, North Korea, Russia, Iran and the BRICS allies as well. Though that's economic, will inevitably turn military. And this is around the same time as the Chinese and the Russians are sticking their oar in the Palestine-Israel conflict. And the Russian and Chinese navies train together. They're each other's main training partner. So they have been conducting operations in the Red Sea, last I heard. That was about a month ago. So they're in the Red Sea, which is striking distance from Israel. It's also got access to the Mediterranean, of course. So that's disturbing, as well as the fact that China is getting much more aggressive. And they are, they've been going on about Taiwan since 1949 when it was formed. But they've been taking a real aggressive stance recently. And as I always say, the Chinese aren't stupid enough to try to go in there and start a fight that they can't win. But that's where I think the decades and decades of cultural Marxism, so-called cultural Marxism, has been softening up in the West. So I think that they're just kind of rubbing their hands together, watching the West collapse, and it opens the door to a military invasion. So while people in the West are squabbling and all this gender confusion, and the militaries are getting weaker and they can't get the recruits and so on and so forth, they're militarily weak, and that creates a power vacuum, and something's going to fill that void, the new Communist Alliance.